Hello, this is Arrabella from Arabella's Heart for Book Art. Have I got a lot of news for you all. So first things first, we do have a new design team member, and her name is Bobby from Bobby's Creations and More. She also has an Etsy. I will link everything down below, and also you can find her in my playlist. No, not my playlist, I'm saying it wrong, in my design team member list, and of course she will be in my playlist. So we had a lot, quite a lot of contact and video chatted, and I really enjoyed that. What a nice lady she is. So we hit it off, and yeah, she would really love to be in my design team. I contacted her, and I heard through another team member, Leslie, that she was interested. So yeah, so I really wanted to say that first, and of course tell everybody, but tell Bobby, welcome to the team. I already told her, of course, in the video chat, and we talked about a lot of things, and I got to know her a little bit, and that was really interesting and really nice. It's such a really nice lady to talk with. And yeah, so that's about Barbie. So welcome. And yeah, the next thing I want to talk about, and you already see it, is my new printable that I have. Yeah, I worked about 2 weeks non-stop. Yeah, something that I do, I just keep on going until I am done. So I will put, because this is a long video, so I will try to hurry up as best I can, but I will put these aside first that I made already with my printable. So, and I wanted to show you the papers first. So first, not everything was in my shop. I do it in separate ways, because I made I think over 50 pages. Let me see, 10 for one, and then 30. I made 40 pages. And then I first put 10 pages of the small sized one, this one, in my shop. So I made this out of it. I will show you in a minute. And then I did put up this one, and also yeah, come up with the news. At least I think that's new. You guys should know everything better, because I'm reasonably new at this, so I think that everything's new when I make something or come up with something. But yeah, I also try to make sort of a new embellishment thingy on the side of your book, so sort of a tag tassel. I think I'm going to call this a tag tassel, but it could be also with these butterflies and with just things you can find on the internet, images. And this is my new heart thingy that I made. But well, this is yeah, this is the new printable. I designed 2 TNs, and the sizes are the large one folded is 8 by 5, and the smaller one is 6 by 4. So that is the size. And I also made a small embellishment thingy on this side with the heart, but I will show you. And you can also do a lot of fun stuff with that, of course. So let me show you. I made a few embellishment pages. These are journaling cards and belly bands, but this could be also something else. You could cut it apart or fold it in half, or put it on the edge of your page. You can do a lot of things with it. So I yeah, did make something with my, I already had these in my shop with my coffee and tea and water stained paper. I layered that on top of each other. So I made a water stained paper, then I made a tea stained paper, then I made a coffee stained paper, and then I didn't have a scanner yet, but now I do. So now everything is coming out really crisp and more pretty. So also made sort of a tall pocket. These will go on the inside, can go on the inside of the cover, and also can be used as a tuck. So these are made from whole pages, and then I just made this shape into it to create a tall pocket. And yeah, I really thought about this one because I was left with this when I made the tall pocket. First I want to make a straight pocket, and that's also possible, of course. But then I thought, well, if I make a little bit of an angle, then I will, yeah, have another shape, so you can get more out of your page. So that's what my idea was at first. So that's why, and also use the same thing. So that will be looking, I will show you. Let me get it so that you can see. This is yeah, the fabric that I'm using. So that will be looking like something like this. And also you can hide the back side of the bread that I thought about it a little bit. How could I do it? But it's also to put something in it, of course. So yeah, I will show you in a minute. So, and also made this, and this these could be big cards, of course, or you can fold them in half, and then they will fit inside the pockets that I also made. But they could also be, yeah, it's what it says, big journaling cards and or covers, because they are really big. So, and I used everything. I used my own inked edges, or they're not really inked, but what did I use? I used gel print, and this one I made in Windows Paint 3D. Yeah, it will come to me. Also made an embellishment page, and here are a few smaller pockets or tucks. So this could be a tuck. This you could cut apart. So everything is yeah, this is also my new design. Yeah, not really new, but I made it a little bit different. I changed it a little bit, made it more coffee dyed like. So this also you could cut apart, and then it could be tucks, but also could be small cards. And this you could cut apart, or you can leave it as one big card, same as this one. Leave it as a big card, or cut this in a strip, and then you have a heart belly band. This could also be a belly band, or cut apart, and then you have cards. And here I made that angle with sort of a, how do you call that, a scalloped edge. So, and here I also used the butterflies from my other design. So here is another one. I think this is the same one. Yeah, I printed it out 2 times. I don't know why. And this is another page. Here I already designed these, so I had space left, and I thought these would be romantic and fit. And this is the same design, but then bigger, and this is also bigger. So you can cut this apart and make also an embellishment, or a little tuck, or a little card. And these are also tucks. So when you cut this out, you have a sort of a half round tuck, but this could also be a card. So, and this the same, you can layer this. This is the coffee and tea and water stained with my own edge around it. So yeah, And this is the new one that I changed. I see a little bit shiny stuff, glitters onto it. So yeah, I'm happy how this came out. So I like the colors, I like the heart, and I waited on this one to release it until it's for Valentine's Day, because there are a lot of people wants to make their own cards, and yeah, I thought why not wait a little bit, because I already designed this and it was already in my shop, but then with small design, and then I had it a little bit smaller. Now I have it a little bit larger, so you could use this as a card. Let me see, I didn't bring that. Yeah, it's on the book, on the little book also. So you could do this with it, because there are these round thingies, and then yeah, you could do something like this if you want. I also want to do this. These are sort of ticket-like things, and these are already in my shop, and this is already in my shop. It's with cute and small design, so that's what I used. And this is the same thing, but then I try to make it smaller for different sizes. This is one of the covers. I think this is from the larger one. Yeah, and I did do that onto something, a scan that I made. I have a really old book, and I scanned it, but this was the first time that I tried it out. So the second scan, you see the lady a little bit better. I want to make a design with something like this. So this is one of the covers, and then there is this is the beginning from the small one, and I made, as you can see, I made pockets, and I made sort of a folder like thingies, because my Christmas ones, they were, and my butterflies ones also a little bit, they were a little bit folder like. So I thought about that, and then I came up with something like this. And what you can do, I will show you what my new idea was, and I'll open it up, is to make the pages into the pockets into the pages. And this is a mock-up, so you see I didn't really measure really correctly but well. And also this is also in my shop, will be. So yeah, this is one of the folders, but then in small. I also have this in big, as you saw already. And yeah, because I thought about pulling them out, I also came up with that idea to, when you cut this out, you are left with this shape. And I made in the other book, yeah, I will show you in a minute. I won't say everything at once. I want to tell you everything. I'm so excited. But I will wait a little bit. So yeah, I am fussy about these kinds of things, but I did design this. So I also used this image, and this is yeah, a little bit like this. I will show you the different designs. This is the folder that I made, the other, and yeah, what I used was tethered twigs, something like that. I have it, so let me see if I can gathered twigs. I think you can read it better than I can, because my eyes are really bad. I see the double vision, so that's not really good. And when it's getting later, my vision really goes. So I I'm making these not in the evening, that's for sure. So this is also one of the, I really love this one. So I used cracked sort of, how do you call that? What's on the wall? Wallpaper. Cracked wallpaper and my coffee stains paper, and I used ledger, and also my edge I used. So you can make a little tuck on the other side, fold them like this or fold them like this. Yeah, I'm really happy about this design, and I don't know, just all at once I thought, why don't I use my, because I designed these pockets separately than I first had the folders. So these are all the designs, and of course I also made sort of how do you call that? I lost the word. But you can, these are my children when they were younger. This is Mayra, this is Kaya. These are my middle daughter and my oldest. I also have a picture from my youngest, but I will show you in a minute. Wait, I have it right beside me, so she won't like it, perhaps. But they are a lot younger here, because she's now 15, and they are all grown up now. So yeah. So yeah, this is a long time ago. Aren't they cute? This is Lila, this is my youngest. So so I wanted to show you, you can put pictures onto it. That was my intention. A file folder, that's the shape. Yeah, I love that round, a little bit round shape, and I made this to match. So I used the same fabric to use on this already changed, but I will show you. So this is how I made it, and then with the bread, and then whoop, like this, and then this is my closure. So I did it like that. So first show you all the pages. I made 5 envelopes, and there are 10 pages for this pocket and folder journal. That's how it's called, pocket and folder mini journal. So this is the other one that I made, a little bit grungy. See, I did changed it already, so this is also changed. And this is the one I just showed you with the file folder thingy. So, and I also made these a little bit stripy, and this also I changed, this card. This is now a different card. Yeah, I made little blocks onto the ledger paper, so I thought that was really cool. So, and the colors go together. So what my idea is that you also can use this as a pair. So without putting them into a journal, for instance, you want to send happy mail or want to send somebody something, this easily fits into an envelope. I didn't make an envelope with this, but I could do that also. Another idea. Ding! This is I see that they go from the high number to the lower number, but that's okay. This is the third one, and I made this a little bit gray, and then used this again, the dragonfly. Here is lined paper, so, and this is also sort of a wallpaper. This is the third pocket with folder, and this is the second, and I made this one a little bit bigger, but it fits. You have to fold it, but you also could make something else with it, of course. And they are a pair, so I could look it up, but I saw a lady that she was making, you know, all those ladies that makes happy mail, and they make it in those brown bags and they fill it up, and that's where originally my idea came from. So my wheels started turning, and I thought, yeah, I want to make something like that, and then I started to make these yeah, traveler's notebook style. So this is also in a small one, so this is included. There are cards, and also tall, because you can do that. This fits. It is really a little bit but I wanted to include it. All you have to do is cut this edge, but I think I already made it a little bit smaller, by the way, but that's okay. I already changed that, I think, but yeah, let me see. Let me see when I'm going to work with it, but I think I changed that already. But well, I also have the smaller one, and I have this shape, but it will fit. Yeah, I think I made it smaller, but well, I will check that. And this you certainly have smaller, so these will fit instantly. And also the card that I showed you, so these are smaller cards. This is also included, it's also already in my shop. And this I think I pulled out because it didn't work. My zip didn't work. I have a little bit of trouble with my laptop to make the zip work, and I don't know. I don't think this is included, this one, but I could be mistaken, because this one belongs with the bigger one, I think. No, this is in the small one. Let me check. Let me check. And I will count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's included. It is included. So you can use this as embellishment, and this could be cards or little covers. And this is also this. I use sort of a rope on the middle of the design. I love the colors also, and I love this one. This is out of a book, and this you can use on the edges or use on embellishments, use on the cover. And this is one of the covers. I included for the small one 2 covers. So this is a cover, and you can also already see why you would have to fold. But I can show you. I want to make tutorials. I want to try to make tutorials so you see how you can use my kit. So, and this is the second one, and I'm really happy about this one. I made this a little bit, yeah, not a little bit hazy, and this is really sharp. And I don't know how to explain it, but I made this so that you can cut it. You could make this, yeah, or leave it. In this case, I used also the cover from the other kit to make this small, because this was my markup. But this here I kept it a little bit smaller, as you can see. Now the cover is bigger. You see it? The butterfly also. So now you have a little bit more room if you make a mistake, or you can fold it over to the other side. So, and this strip I used from the other cover, from the big one, but I will show you. So that is kit number 1, the small one, and this is the large one. So this is the large TN, and this is it starts already off with my favorite one. So I used a little flowery stuff, and I'm really in love with that. So it's really romantic, and yeah, I also included a normal one without all those things. Yeah, I'll show you in a minute. So this is also a set, but with the large one I did do it in 3s. So I made a 3 set with that will fit together. So this and this will fit into this. I will show you. I will open the large one, and then you can see the example. So this is the large pocket on the inside. This is my favorite one. So this was the mock-up, but I used this as a card. And here is the folder. So this I now changed because I made the folders a little bit smaller so that you can pull it out easily. And also I'm working on sort of empty ones. I don't know how you call that. And this design, this child, that is my own mother. So I included my own mother in this design. And I also gave her a journal, but when I gave it to her, I did have different pockets in it. So that's what I changed. This now goes together, but when I made it for her, the pockets I designed separately, so it didn't really fit together, but I did make a mock-up and tried my idea. And then I gave it to her. So also wanted to show you, that when you put something here, you can pull it out a little bit more easily. But yeah, there will fit a lot of things into it. So I also make this into a card, and this is with the twigs. I love. That really fits with my design, I think. So it's a little bit brown, but it's also greenish brown. So yeah, I love that. You could also do this, of course, or make it, or clip it, or yeah, I won't put it back in. First show you. Yeah, this is the journaling card, and a bigger one. And this is the folder. Here I didn't have the matching set made yet, but I do now. So this is the inside, and I closed this made this as a pocket. I hope I'm making sense. I feel like I'm rambling, so because I want to tell you everything that I thought about and why, and because I'm so happy with this. This is really my my taste. I have a vintage taste, but also love colors, as you can see. So this is my idea. This is a little bit crooked, but you get the idea. When you cut this out to make the pocket, you are left with this. So I thought, let's make a pull out of that, so that you can pull it out. And also you can adjust this if you want more things in your pocket. I left this really wide. And this is my favorite one. So this one, this matching pair, I am in love with this. So with the dragonfly. And of course you can match it up, so you can print the same thing on both sides. That's what you can do. So, and then the final one I pull out, yeah, just as I said, I made them a little bit smaller now so that they fit. But I made it like, this is of course my idea, but I also made it that you can make it into a pair and send it as a Happy Meal and jam packet with all sorts of goodies. I could show you that in a tutorial also. But you can also bind this in as pages, so you can do a pocket and then a page. And that was my original idea, do a page here and then a pocket and then a page. And that's also possible, of course. You will have to make a little bit of room. And also what I did is I made this binding with these wooden how do you call them? Why is my mind going all of a sudden? I can't come up with these words, what these are. Beads. There you go. Beads in all colors. And these I really bought for my African journal, but then, yeah, I used it, but I saw that these colors were a little bit soft, and then these are wooden beads, but they are a little bit shiny, have a shiny coat with really nice color. And this also is real fabric that is sewn. How do you call that? Yeah, I really love this fabric. This is also one of my favorite ideas, to do this, and then it's matching up with this flower. That is really what I loved about it, because then you see where the cover have to go or something. I don't know if I'm making any sense, as I said, but well, here is the matching pair, and then also with my mom, and then I put it onto Etsy also, that you can send in your own, so make a custom design for the customers with your own picture, or from your mother, or I could do more pictures, I could make it bigger also, I could adjust a little bit, make it yeah, not that much, not that elaborate, but with I did put 5, they can send me 5 pictures, and I can work with that and then make this into something really yeah, personal. So you could choose whatever you want with the pictures. Perhaps you will choose pictures of something you just love. It doesn't have to be your loved one or your family member or your or a person even. So yeah, I'm really flexible about that. I have rules, of course, but I'm a little bit of flexible about that. So people can really get a design that they really would love to have and never thought they could have. So something like that. I really want to make that happen. So so this is also a set, and I have also, this is, I don't have that with my first one, but I also made these bigger so that you can make a separate journal in a different way. So I wanted to make a design that is versatile. So this is with large, these are enlarged, and then you can also bind that in as this also could be a cover, and then you can make so many things, and I will show you. Here's another one. I don't know if this is different than the other one, or I have an extra one even. Yeah, this one is different. I have here on this side also these dragonflies, so that's different. And here is yeah, I also thought, well, perhaps people who want to embellish and use it as to send to someone for Happy Meal or whatever they want, they can embellish and make it their own in their own home, and put the pictures, as I showed you. Where did I put the pictures of my children? Somewhere over here. I don't know. So I want to show you, you can also make, of course, I also made other books out of it. Of course, I also made junk journals. So this is also with my mom. I want to show you. And also have the pockets, and I also have that. So I waved that with my scissors. And then you could do it like this. You could bind this in, and you could cut the pocket or the fold out off. And here is what I made a little bit more elaborate here. So this is a junk journal. This is with all kinds of papers that I have from Flow, I see. So this is also really fun to make, and this is a paper I already had. So here I put in a few things that I have left. So and then this could be a pocket, and I just put 2 with these cardstock. These are recycled white cardstock. This is 110 pounds, I think. I mean pound, the weight. And yeah, I just stuck them onto each other, and that's really sturdy enough to make this cover, because already you have this fold, of course, and that's, I made a pocket out of it and used that card. So this is also an idea that I have, to use this as a cover instead of using it as the other ideas. So I made another one. This is with a fold out, and here I used paper to coloring pages, and made this into a card, and I used old book pages. Also used this. This is also in one of my designs. So you can make a lot of different things with this idea. Here I used this as a tuck, the small pocket, and this I also put in. And then I made another one, of course, because I wanted to try it out in different ways. And I used this baker twine. So here I made the pocket the other way around, but I only closed it with that. That's the other way, I think. Yeah, this is the right way. Here I used this as a pocket as well. And then put the leftovers in, so it's a little bit stuck. I see. Also use one of my gel prints. I see. Just use junk journal paper and pages. So yeah. And then on the other side is also pocket. So I don't know which one that is. This is from a cover. That's why it's from another cover. I will show you. So here you have the sort of empty ones, and here I also made one with lined paper. That's also in the kit in my shop. And here is the empty pocket. So it's just coffee, tea and water stains. And here I used this is the large one, and I used these purple butterflies. Here I made softened them up. Blah. I can't talk today. So here is the pocket that belongs to that, and here is pocket number 5. This is with another butterfly, and of course you can make this into yeah, you could make this into a nature journal also, because I use nature themed stuff. But yeah, you can just make it your own. You could stick onto it what you want, of course, but I want to show you what you can make, but you can already start, because it's not really difficult to do. It's just cut it out and then yeah, make a fold line and put it all together. This is also one of my favorites, with the other purple butterfly. Made these a little bit smaller, so I'm really happy about this one. This came out a little bit too bright, I think, but I'm okay with it because I love it. But I think I'm going to make one that it's a little bit less bright, just as the other purple one. But this is more rosy, reddish rose, pinkish, I mean. And this is the pocket that belongs with it. And here comes the covers. So this is the cover that you saw. I will pull it. Yeah, this is the cover. So with this, and here you can see with these where you can go. So here I cut it a little bit because this is the mock-up, so it's really a little bit different. As you see, this is smaller, so I think this, perhaps I printed this out differently than I printed out this one, but I'm not really sure about that. I will check it, because I have a small one and I have a big one, so maybe I'm getting it mixed up. Well, I will check it. This is could be an inside cover, so it's also with ledger, a little bit grungy. And then I also made this one, and that is really nice with these flowers. This is really one of my favorites also. So that also goes with the other design, of course, that I showed you in the beginning. So that goes with this one from the small one. So you can combine it also, the small one and the big one. That was my whole idea. And also I have it in the big one, of course. Also I have it in the big one, so you can also combine the small one with the big one, but I think I want to make packages with all the same designs together, but I'm not really sure about that. I will think about that some more. So this is also one of the covers, and this is also one of the covers. I really love this one also. This could be an inside cover, but it also could be an outside cover. And I made also the inside covers with grit, sort of a grit-like paper. And that I came up with that because with my mock-up I used ledger paper for the inside. That's also a possibility, of course. And then I could see where my holes can go. So that was a little bit easier to measure. So you can see, you can count these lines and these grid thingies. So this is also, yeah, a little bit softer color. I really love this one. And this is with the ledger. This is the newest one. And I included also my coffee and tea page that I already am selling in my shop. So, but I layered it. You can see this is over here. So let me see. I don't know if I was in frame, but this stain you see over here, or is it that stain? This is a water stain, so you see the difference. And tea stains are these, and the dark ones are coffee stains. So I layered that on top of each other to make, and you also see a little bit the paper that I scanned. So this one is scanned. You see I used the watercolor paper, and you see a little bit of that also. So I wanted to do that because it's more textured. I love that. So, well, these are my two kits. And of course I am really yeah, curious what you all think about it, and I will have to put this in order. See, I'm making a mess out of everything, but I'm really not that precise, if I'm honest, because then I will make myself crazy and my child. I don't know. So please let me know what you think about this idea. Also made this embellishment. This is already in my shop. This is with the cute and small. So you could already make this, and I just cut it out and made some holes, and then put it onto the twine. That's all I did. It was so easy to do. And then you could also make a pretty eyelet here, of course, and do that differently. But for the mock-up I did it like this, and I liked it because you can pull it off and put it on. But what I really want to know is, what do you think about this idea? So it is a TN. You can of course do that with an elastic band, the closure, as I'm throwing one of my junk journals. it's falling down here. I have so much stuff, so much beside me, so it's all in a pile. Everything I made and what I'm working on. So yeah, what I'm curious about is what you think about this idea, so that you have a folder. And I want to tell you one more idea that I have with this, and that is, so why I came up with this, also not just the Happy Meal, but I'm also making an art one to make art. So the idea is that you can pull your page out and then work on it, and when it's dried, you can put it back in where it belongs, and then you can make the pocket. I did make this a little bit different now, so I made these a little bit smaller so that you can more easily pull it out. And so I thought about that. All you have to do is cut it out and put it together. It's really so easy, but I will show you. So I'm really excited to show you also, but I'm also really curious what you think about this idea, so that you have a page that you can pull out and put back in. So for instance, you make put all pictures or journal, or make this into a little booklet, and you put paper in, and that will fit also. I didn't try it out, but you saw how much I pulled out of one pocket, so, so that is really a possibility. Yeah, that's what I really want to know. So please let me know in the comments what you think about this idea and what you think about my design. I really am so curious about that, because I love it, and my design members also love it, so they are going to work with it. I already sent it to 2 of them, and they will be working with it. So so that's really I'm also curious what they will make with this, but they I told them to think outside of the box, so so they will come up with something really different, of course, than I had in mind. But I already have a lot of ideas, so I hope that's contagious, but I think I think it is. So I already heard that some of them have great ideas with it. So yeah, and I saw it already a little bit. I won't tell it, but yeah, it will be really nice to see. So keep your eye out for the new design team member, Bobby. She's already working, starting to work on this idea, but then her own idea, I mean, with this kit, I already sent it to her. She already printed it out and already has a whole idea. So that will be so fun. And Tina, I also sent it to Tina. So at least for those 2, keep an eye out. And the rest, they are taking their time. Please be patient. And I am patient, so I will leave it at that. And please keep an eye out for them, and keep supporting Leslie and my design team members. And let me know what you think about this. I'm really curious. I already bought some thingies, so these really cute breads to go with my new design. So these are really, I don't know if I'm making a glare, so I was already saying goodbye. See, I can't say goodbye to it. I think it's so gezellig with you all. You know that word, gezellig? That's Dutch for having a great time. Gezellig. So practice that. So I will be using this, and also this, of course. Oh, I'm also forgetting something. You can win something. The first 10 customers for each journal will get embellishing pages with those hearts that I showed you. I'm trying to pull them out. So this will be a little bit long video, I'm afraid. Because I already stacked them up, of course, but with those hearts that I showed you, yeah. This is not the one, I mean the one with all the hearts. I want to give that away to the first 10 buyers from this new kit that's in my shop. So I can't find it, of course. Of course. But it's those hearts, but then a whole sheet. That's the one that I mean. So you can win that. So please hurry up and good luck. I hope you win it. And I will get in contact with you, and I will get I will get that to you, of course, to the first 10 for each journal. So for this, the first 10 customers will get that sheet with those hearts, and for the first 10 customers of this journal. So I will end my video because it's getting really long. So I will see you in my next video, and there I will show you everything that I bought for this new kit. And then after that I will start with my tutorials. So I'm really happy about that. It's all coming together for me. That's how I feel about it. So I know what I want, and I know what I like, and I'm making something, yeah, that I really am passionate about. That's what I also wanted to tell you. But now I will say goodbye. So I will say goodbye, and I will see you in the next video. And thank you all for watching, and thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for everything. I'm really grateful. And I'm also really grateful for my new design team member, Bobby. Welcome again, and I will see you in the next video. This is it. Bye. Doei. Doei.